Jnanakosha, Puranas,
सर्गश्च प्रतिसर्गश्च वंशो मन्वन्तराणि च वंशानुचरितं चैव पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्.
Shiva Mahapuranam, Part 2, Rudra SAMHITA. Srishtikanda. The sages express their desire of knowing about the manifestation of Shiva and Uma, their marriage and their life as a householder, and the other aspects of Shiva's divinity. Suta narrated the story of Narada's attachment and lust, how they were ultimately destroyed. He also narrated of Narada's deep desire to know about Shiva. Victory of Narada over Kama. Once upon a time, when Narada was performing a penance in the cave of Himalaya mountain, Indra, becoming fearful, sent Kamadeva to obstruct his penance. But Kamadeva was unsuccessful in his attempt, as the place where Narada was doing penance was the same place where Lord Shiva did penance. After the completion of his penance, Narada became arrogant that he had defeated Kamadeva. He went to Kailash mountain and narrated about his feat to Lord Shiva. Narada was naive not to realize the fact that it has happened only because of the divine power of Shiva. Lord Shiva listened to his arrogant statement. He advised Narada not to reveal this secret to anybody. But Narada went to Brahmaloka and boasted of his feat to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma listened to his boastful statements and advised him not to reveal this to anybody. But Narada was not satisfied. He wanted to give the news of his achievement to Lord Vishnu. So he went to Lord Vishnu's abode and boasted about his feat of defeating Kamadeva. Lord Vishnu, with a desire to subdue his inflated ego, manifested his illusionary power with the blessings of Lord Shiva. While Narada was returning from Vaikuntha Loka, he saw a beautiful city. This city was ruled by a king named Shilanidhi. The king had a daughter and her Swayamvar was being organized. Numerous kings had arrived to take part in that Swayamvar. Narada curiously entered the place of where Swayamvara was being held. The king requested Narada to study the lines of the palm of the princess. Narada was infatuated by the princess' beauty. He returned back to Lord Vishnu and expressed his desire of marrying that princess. He also requested Vishnu to make him as handsome as himself, Vishnu. Lord Vishnu made Narada's whole body very beautiful except his face, which he made like a monkey. Narada, being unaware of this, happily went back to Swayamvara side. Narada sat among the kings. His face resembling like a monkey, Lord Vishnu too was present there. The princess saw Narada, whose face was looking like a monkey. She was amused. Ultimately, she put the garland around the neck of Lord Vishnu and went to Vaikuntha Loka along with him. Some of the Shiva Ganas too were present there in the guise of a Brahmin. Their names were Margud Ganas. When they saw Narada to see the reflection of his face in the water, when Narada saw his face in the water, he saw that he was looking like a monkey. He became very furious and cursed the Marduganas to be born as demons, even though being Brahmins by birth. Furious Narada then went to Lord Vishnu and cursed him. You too would suffer due to separation from your wife during your incarnation of Rama, and the monkey would come to your help. Lord Vishnu accepted Narada's curse without any hesitation. He then removed the illusionary power by which Narada's mind was influenced. Now Narada regretted his actions. Lord Vishnu told Narada that everything happened because of Shiva's divine illusions. You did not pay heed to his advice, and hence Shiva, by his illusions, has taught you a lesson. Shiva is beyond the reach of the three basic qualities, sattva, rajas and tamas. Therefore you must worship and contemplate on the name of Shiva. All of your sins will be destroyed. After preaching Narada, Lord Vishnu vanished from his sight. Narada then descended down to earth, and while having darshan of numerous Shivalingas, he saw two of the Marduganas whom he had cursed. He told both of them that they would take birth from a giantess's womb, but their father would be a sage. He also told them that they would become very famous due to their devotion. Narada went to Lord Brahma and requested him to tell about the divinity of Shiva. Brahma preaches Narada on origin of Vishnu and Brahma. On Narada's request, Brahma said, during the period of Mahapralaya, nothing exists except Shiva. The power which Shiva manifested from his own self came to be known as Ambika. This Ambika is understood to be the cause of the whole world as well as the nature. Lord Shiva then created a Shivaloka, which is known as Kashi. It is the abode of Shiva and Parvati. A man who makes a pilgrimage of Kashi attains salvation. Lord Shiva felt the need of somebody who could look after the creation in his absence, as he wanted to retire along with Ambika at Kashi. The unified energy of the Shiva and Ambika resulted in a radiant physical form of a child. The child asked Shiva about his name and purpose of his being. Lord Shiva named the child as Vishnu and advised him to do a penance which would help him to attain all kinds of accomplishment. He then offered him the knowledge of Vedas through his birth. For this reason it has been said, Vaishyava Nisha Vasishta Veda, meaning whose exiled heir is Veda. Vishnu followed the instruction of Shiva and did a tremendous penance for 12 years, but still he was not successful in having a darshan of Lord Shiva for the second time. He became worried. He heard a heavenly voice instructing him to do further penance. Vishnu then recommended his penance, and he recommenced his penance. It continued for many days. By the blessings of Shiva, numerous fountains of streams erupted from his body, which spread in all directions in the form of Brahma. Vishnu was very pleased to see that stream. He went to sleep in that stream, due to which he also came to be known as Narayana, one who has his abode in the water. After that, all the five elements manifested from himself. The three qualities, Satya, Rajas and Tamas, as well as the ego, manifested from his body. Similarly, five Tanmantras, subtle form of matter, Panchabhutas, sky, water, air, fire and earth, and ultimately five sense organs and five organs of action also manifested. Altogether 24 types of elements manifested from the body of Sri Vishnu, Brahma told Narada. While Vishnu was sleeping in the water, a lotus flower manifested from the navel of Vishnu according to the wish of Shiva. On that lotus was seated with 4 heads. I did not see anything except that lotus flower. I had a desire to know about my identity. So I entered into the hollow tubular stalk of that lotus flower, but I was not able to find the source. I returned back to the same place. Suddenly I heard a voice which instructed me to do penance. I did a tremendous penance for 12 years with a desire to know about my Creator. Being pleased with me, Lord Vishnu manifested before me within his Chaturbhuja form. But I could not identify him, being influenced by the illusionary power of Shiva. I quarreled with him. Shiva ends Brahma Vishnu dispute and Shabda Brahma. I asked him as to who he was. Vishnu replied that he was the fulfiller of all of his desires. But I replied to him that I only was the creator, nurturer, and the supreme soul of this world. Vishnu became angry and said that undoubtedly I, Brahma, was the creator of this world, but he, Vishnu, was the one who had created me, Brahma, and the whole world. Vishnu also ordered me to take his refuse and promised to protect me. But being an ignorant, I did not believe him. A fierce battle was fought between both of us. A Shivalinga manifested between us to end the battle. We requested that Shivalinga to show its real identity. That Shivalinga had destroyed our pride. We heard a sound Om. We became curious to know the origin of that sound. Vishnu saw a letter A towards the south of that Shivalinga. He also saw the letter U and M centered towards the north of the Shivalinga and in its center respectively. He also saw the mantra Om, which was dazzling like a sun. There was no beginning and end to this mantra Om. As we were making efforts to know about its origin, suddenly Shiva appeared in the form of a sage. He gave us the knowledge regarding Om. He also revealed to us that I originated from the letter A, Vishnu originated from the letter U, and Shiva himself originated from letter M. The letter A signifies creation, U signifies nurturement, and M signifies salvation. The three-letter Avama, Om, also symbolizes the basic cause of creation. F or Brahma also symbolizes the semen. U or Vishnu symbolizes the vagina, and the sound of Om is Maheshwara, the combined sound of AUM. All the three united, from which manifested a golden egg. This golden egg remained submerged in the water for 1000 years. The Almighty then cut that egg into two halves, from which appeared heaven and earth. We also saw the divine beauty of Maheshwar. Then we saw all the vowels and consonants emanating from the physique of Mahadeva. Vishnu saw the 48 letters within Omkara, which in fact were the two following mantras. After that, we also received the Mahamrityunjaya mantras like Om Jum Saha, Hrim Hrim Jum Saha, and Trayambakam Yajamahe. After that, we received the 5-letter mantra Om Namah Shivaya, the Chintamani mantra Khamaya, the Dakshinamurti mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Dakshinamurte Mahamyam Megham Pratajanyam Swaha. At last we received the great mantra Tattvam Masi. Vishnu was so enchanted by his mantra that he started chanting this mantra. We then prayed to Shiva, the creator, the nurturer, and the destroyer. Shiva became very pleased with both of us. He preached us the contents of Veda. Shiva told Vishnu about the methods by which his Shiva's worship could be done. He revealed to us that Vishnu actually had manifested from the left portion of his Shiva's body and myself from the right portion of his body. He also blessed us that he would manifest his incarnation of Rudra from our body, and also that the purpose of this incarnation would be to do annihilation. Lord Shiva revealed to us that his consort, Uma, was in fact Mother Nature, and her power in the incarnation of Saraswati would be my consort. Lakshmi, who would also manifest from the nature, would be the consort of Vishnu. Brahma told Narada, Lord Shiva informed us that my day consists of 4,000 eras, and similarly my night too consists of 4,000 eras. Since a month consists of 30 days and a year consists of 12 months, in this way my age was fixed to be of 100 years. 1 day of Vishnu is equivalent to 1 year of Brahma. Vishnu's age too was fixed to be of 100 years. The day of Rudra is equivalent to 1 year of Vishnu, and his age also was fixed to be of 100 years. The methods of worshipping Shiva. On the request of the sages, Suta retold the preaching which had been narrated by Brahma to Narada. Describing the method of Shiva worship, he says, a devotee should get up early in the morning and contemplate on Shiva, who gives benediction. After that, he should finish his daily routine work and perform rituals like Sandhya and Vandana. After that, he should worship Shiva Linga according to Vedic rites like Panchopachar, Sodopachar. He should also perform Abhisheka with various offerings. At last, he should beg pardon for his sins. Once Brahma went to Kshirosagra, the abode of Vishnu, accompanied by the deities, and asked Lord Vishnu how a man could be liberated from his sorrows. Lord Vishnu told them that his objective could be met by worshipping Shiva Linga. All the deities then prayed to Lord Shiva, who after becoming pleased instructed Vishwakarma to construct a Shiva Linga for them. Vishwakarma then made a Shiva Linga for Kubera, a Shiva Linga of yellow diamond for Dharmaraj, a Shiva Linga of dark colored diamond for Varuna, a Shiva Linga of Indranade diamond for Vishnu, and a golden Shiva Linga for Brahma. Similarly, Vishwadeva was given a Shiva Linga made up of silver. The Ashwini Kumars were given Shiva Linga made up of bronze. Lakshmi was given a Shiva Linga made up of crystal. Sun god was given a Shiva Linga made of copper, and the moon was given a Shiva Linga made of pearl. Brahma has described the methods for the worship of Shiva Linga. After performing the rituals like Achamanam and Pranayama, a devotee should apply a tripunda on his forehead and wear a rudraksha on his body. After the study of Shantipat and the performance of Devata Namaskara, he should make a resolution if he has any wish to be fulfilled. Then the worship of Shiva Linga should be done with the help of Mahima, Stavana, and offering flowers to the Shiva Linga. The purity of the mantra should be maintained while chanting them. It has been mentioned in the Shiva Purana that making offerings in the form of lotus, Shaptapatra, Shanktapushpi, the leaves of wood, apple tree, helps a man in attaining wealth and prosperity. For becoming free from disease, 50 lotus flowers should be offered to the Shiva Linga. Mrityunjaya Japa should be chanted for 5 lakh times for all types of accomplishment. 1 lakh Dhatura's fruits should be offered for long life, worldly pleasures, as well as for attaining salvation.